Chapter 2, Section 1. This section we're going to study the distance and midpoint formula. So first, let's get familiar with rectangular coordinate system. Rectangular coordinate system defines the two-dimensional plane. So it's composed by two number lines, x-axis, okay, this is a horizontal number line, and a y-axis, that's the vertical number line. So we call it number line because it have the scales, okay, and then we can rate the scales from x and y-axis. So x-axis, y-axis divided this whole two-dimensional plane into 4 regions. Okay, each region we call it quadrant, and the most upper right section we call it quadrant 1, and then it follows the anti-clockwise order. Okay, this is quadrant 2, and then quadrant 3, and then this is a quadrant 4. All right, and then in the x-axis, more to the right-hand side is to the positive direction, okay? To the left-hand side is the negative direction. And xy axis, the intercept is called the origin. And any point we use an order pair to represent, okay? We write as x comma y and then enclosed in a pair of parentheses. And the first coordinates is the represent x coordinates, which is horizontal position, and then the second coordinates, that's the y coordinates, describe the vertical position in the two-dimensional plane. So we say it's the order pair. You cannot switch x and y orders, okay? So x is always horizontal, this is the vertical. So now let's see how can we plot points in a rectangular coordinate system. For example, if we want to plot the point 3, 2, okay, so your pen should always start, from the origin, and then read the x coordinates, positive 3, so your pen should go horizontally to the right hand side. Okay, 3 units, 1, 2, 3, so you should get here. Okay, and then read the y coordinates, positive 2, so goes up, right? The vertical direction, y-axis, the positive direction is up, and the negative direction is the down. So that's why I go up 2 units, 1, 2. That's how we got this point. So when you plot a point, you need to put the coordinates right next to the point. And then let's try another one. Plot the point, -3, +1. So again, your point should start from origin. Read the x coordinates, -3. So your pen should go to the left-hand side. Okay, count 3 units, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now your pen should stay here. And then read the y coordinates, +1. So you should go up 1. That's how we got this point, -3, 1. If you want to plot a point -2, -3, so go back to the origin and then read the x coordinates, negative, so goes to the left-hand side, 2 units, got here, and then read the y coordinates, -3, your pen should go in downwards, 3 units. That's how we got this point. Okay, and similarly, 3, -2. Go back to the origin, read the x coordinates, +3, move to the right-hand side 3 places, and then read the y coordinates, -2, going down 2 units. That's how we got this. Okay. If you have a point has one coordinate 0, for example, 1, 0, 1, 0, back to the origin, move to the right 1, and then y coordinate 0, so you should stay right here. This is a point 1, 0. Okay, if you want to plot a point 0, 4, and then x coordinate 0, so you stay origin, and then read the y coordinates, go up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you should plot right here. So you will see those points are the special point. They are located on the axis, right? This is located on the x-axis, 0, 4 located on the y-axis. So that's the graph showing you how the quadrants arranged and what is the characteristics of the points in each quadrant. Any point in quadrant 1, and then you see is in this area, okay? So x coordinates, because it's on the right hand side of the origin, so x coordinates must be positive number, and the y coordinates goes up, right? Up the origin, that's why it's also positive. Okay, second quadrant, because it's on the left hand side of the origin, so x is negative, but it's still above the origin, that's why y is positive. The third quadrant, both x and y coordinates of the points should be negative. For the fourth quadrant, on the right hand side of origin, so x should be positive, but below the origin, so y should be negative. So you may notice the point in the quadrant 1, 2, 3, 4, it doesn't include any zeros, right? So the point right on the x or y axis, they are the special points. Okay, we call that intercepts. So those special points doesn't belong to any of the quadrant. If you use graphic calculator, that is the viewing, okay, rectangle view, standard view, you should able to see. And same, this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis, and the intercept is the origin 0, 0. Okay, in the rectangular, in the graphic calculator view, it doesn't showing any of the scales. Okay, but you know, this is the standard view.